Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I'm actually doing a product review of a pouch. I actually showed this pouch in my EDC video previously. So this is going to be titled as one of my EDC products. And essentially, the reason why I wanted to review this thing in particular was because I use it as a key pouch. Some people could use it as a wallet. I use it as a key pouch. But one, to kind of emphasize on how and why I use it and the benefits of using it. But then two, which I dabbled at in my EDC video of what I carry every day and my whole kind of loadout of things. But two is because this one actually is a little damaged. I'm going to show it to you. And I actually ordered a new one along with this same type one again. And then another one, which I'm going to later on review in another video, both of them just comparing the two. And I'll probably end up keeping the same one of this because it's actually a little smaller, but I'll see them when they come in. But anyway, so this right here, I'm going to put the name of the one similar because this one that I ordered is, a lot of these things are kind of, I don't want to say made in China. They probably are, but where you just have redundancy where it'll be the same type of pouch, but just a different brand, a generic non-name brand on the item. So I'm going to post in the link in the description of the video, the name brand of the one that I ordered recently, which is the exact same design, but probably a different name brand than the one that I previously did. And then I'm going to throw a link of that inside the description because I purchased it on Amazon. But so getting into it, this has two pockets. I'm going to take all the keys out and then I'm going to also show you the damage portion of it. This right here, which I put here, was just actually a piece of paper. And I'm going to show you why, because it got damaged. I'm going to show you why I ended up ordering a new one. Well, I'll show it to you from this end. So you can't really see it that well. There's a hole in it. There's a hole inside the fabric. You can see my finger coming through here. So now what happens is that the very purpose of why I wanted this one, which is to have the keys I use every day here, and then other keys like that you might use for like, you know, things that you don't use often, maybe once in a blue moon, you put them in here. So this right here, right now I wrote some random jargon on this, but I use this right here to try to make sure that it doesn't run through the hole. But I won't say that this is bad at all. I'm not going to tell you that it's a bad product because I actually had this probably for like about 2000 and from 2017 maybe. And you know, it didn't cost much. You know, it didn't really cost much at all. It was like not even $10 or something in that range. So I'm not really too sure. It was, I think, something like about like $8. I know the new one that I bought was about $8. So essentially, let me put the right keys back. Where are they gonna go? Essentially, you know, it for the price, the amount of years that it lasted, I'm not gonna knock it at all. It served the purpose. Some people might go and you know, want more expensive ones, or you know, ones from you know, certain name brands, expensive brands. You could do that, you know, but it's like I said, it's just a key holder. It looks nice and simple, plain black. So like people wouldn't view it as not classy. I think it looks classy in regards to, compared to just, you know, you having a keychain on, you know, your belt, or one of those carabiner clips or rock climbing type of like keychains on your belt. That I think it just looks tacky. And this right here, that's going into the main reason why, you know, I wanted to get into this and speak about this product, is that I think women will have things like this in their purse, so it doesn't really matter. But for men, having like keychains on them, I think once you get to a certain stage of your life, I personally think, and it's not to knock anyone's style, if you want to be more that handyman look, that's cool. That rugged look, you always got like the jeans with paint on them or holes in them. You're wearing your work construction boots, you got the t-shirt on, you got that look going on. There's nothing wrong with that if that's, you know, your field of work and that's how you do things. If you are one of those guys who's trying to be on that a little bit more sophisticated level, you want to be a little more dressy, you want to be more casual dressy, and kind of live that lifestyle, don't just have your keys on some kind of keychain on the side of your pants, especially if you're wearing dress pants. But sometimes too, when you keep them on a keychain and they're not laying flat, what happens is that the loop is going this way, the key is actually going that way, and it creates where it never could lay flat. And so what happens is it's always poking you when you sit on them. Most of the time you put them in your back pocket. By laying them flat and having a pouch and taking them off of a key ring, which this one actually came with a key ring on the inside, and I took it off because I wanted to be able to lay them flat. Once you lay them flat, when you have this in your back pocket, it doesn't hurt as much. It doesn't hurt really at all. So at that point, you can, just have it in your back pocket. You can sit on it, which is cool because, like I said, when you pull this out with the rest of your things out of your pocket, it looks so much more sophisticated. One, if you had to pull everything out of your pocket, not that you would do that just on a regular basis, but you had to. You have this, you have your wallet, you got, whatever the case is, your phone, and it looks nice and neat. Two, when you're putting it away, it's just so much more comfortable. If you got to pull it out, it looks better too. Oh, I got to take out a key. You unzip it, you pull out a key. It just looks a higher level of sophistication. It makes you look better. So as far as like EDCs go, everyday carries, I recommend for men, especially who's trying to be a little bit more upscale, a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more dressy, something like this is the way to go. Now, like I said, you could pick your poison of any kind that you want. This thing's like a bare minimum. The reason why I got it is because its actual profile is a lot smaller. Give me a moment. I'm going to grab a tape measure. So here you can see it's under 3 inches. I think the actual amount is like 3.76 or something like that. But you can see it's under 3 inches tall, and lengthwise it is about roughly about 4 inches. Give or take a little something, but about 4 inches. So when I was doing my research for this one, it was the smallest that I've seen. And then having 2 pockets was great, but it's the smallest I've seen. A nice little kind of leather-ish or leatherette. I don't know if it's real leather, but when I put the product in the description, you'll be able to go to Amazon and see, the details of the product. But it feels good. It lasts. I've had this, like I said, for many years now, and it's not damaged up. It's not dented up. It's not banged up. The only problem is that the fabric in the inline and the inside, the keys end up ripping through it. So I'm getting a new one. Sometimes if that has to be the case where, it runs its course after more than 5 years, about like 60 years, 5 years to 60 years or whatever the case is, and then you got to get a new one. Hey, it's not even $10. That's not a problem. If you want to get something that's a little more high quality and spend like $50, you could do that. I probably wouldn't go that route only because it's just a key holder. And I think that at the end of the day, like, this looks fancy enough. If you had a more name brand type that's just going to have some kind of design on it, it probably won't really do that much of a better job, but it's up to you. Pick your poison. There's nothing wrong with that. I've seen other ones that are a little bit bigger. They'll end up saying like something close to like maybe 4 inches tall. And you can see here how 4 inches tall is a significant difference that would be coming up here. That would be a very significant difference in size. Some of them are more made to be closer to wallet size. And then you could see here like how even a wallet is about the same size here, this small wallet, but essentially, some of the other ones that I checked out are a little bit bigger. And I think the other one that I have coming that I'm going to review as well will be a little bit bigger. You'll see the difference. So I like this because it's a little smaller, by a little bit, because most of that space in it, you could see here from bending it, it's not taken up by the keys. So you don't need that much extra space. But then again, it being soft material, it doesn't matter if it's that bigger. You're just going to sit on it anyway. It's going to should fit in your pocket. So either way. But I also want to add that you don't want to put too many keys inside here. I'm kind of pushing the limit already. I actually had to take one out before, a kind of bulky key. That was a specialized key. You don't want to add too many keys inside here because then you will get the adverse effect of it hurting you when you sit down on them. So try not to have too many keys if you could avoid. But for the most part, you can see that I had like somewhere about maybe like 7 or 8 keys inside here, and it still holds pretty well. It's not a big deal. It's thinner than a wallet with these keys in it. And yeah, so I like the product, and like I said, I'm going to leave the link in the description. You're welcome to purchase it. Purchase something like it. For anyone, like I said, who's trying to kind of increase their style, be a little more sophisticated, I definitely strongly advise that you get something like this to hold your keys in. All right, you guys, catch you guys in the next video.